Welcome, 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 Aries, to Garnetqueentarot, where we are inspired to rise, because that's what we do. How's my working? My hard working? My working Aries doing? You guys always doing something, always on some project, always aiming high. Pew! I love it. Hello, Aries. Well, you know the routine. Before we even get started, we got to practice our breathing because we got to knock that negativity out of here. We don't play them games. I want to know what's going on with your love interest because I know you've been playing the field quite a bit. I'm all up in your business. Okay, let's inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And shake it off. Yes, yes, yes. Let's dive in and see what is going on. Aries, Aries, you always in something. Always. If you a male, you be having females fighting over you. All males. There's a female, both as well. You guys are always doing something. And when you commit to somebody, until you say those words, you have not. You have not. I see so many similarities, especially with my brother. One of them, anyway. You know, I got 4 brothers. So I've seen their interactions. And they live up to their signs. Oh my gosh. They got a Virgo. One brother is a Virgo. One brother is a Cancer. One brother is a Leo. And one brother is an Aries. Ooh, talk about personality clashes. Woohoo! Woohoo! Here we go, here we go. Speak to us. Speak to us. I have a brother and a sister, and their birthday's the same day. It's like, wow. It's like next month. Both of them on the same day. How do you plan that out? Ooh, my mama. My mama was busy with her husband. You know, all the people from back in the day, most of them all have more than 6 or 7 kids. Those were the days. Wow. I got 3 and it drains you. Thank you, my source, because they all grown now. Woohoo! Thank you. Spirits, reveal the messages. Reveal the messages. Please. Reveal the messages for our Aries. Help them to gain clarity and understanding and recognize the signs that will help them to elevate. Because that's the mode you always in. Always trying to do better than you did yesterday. Aries don't be playing. And they will follow things through. They don't give up. Oh no. Especially when other people are telling them they can't do something. I love my Aries. Y'all do not give up. It's not in your vocabulary. Admitting. Admitting. It's okay to admit errors and put things right. And that's what you do. You just don't like to say it. You know, you might say, oh, I got to work on this, or I got a project I got to complete, but you're never going to say things didn't pan out. So, but it is written all over your face. You could be going through something and not say a word, but people could read your face, Aries, and see that there's trouble brewing, or there's some things that are on your mind that's concern. Your whole face does a shift, even if you don't say anything. So, if you make an error, admit it, nip it in the bud, and keep moving. You don't want to discuss it any further. You just want to figure out a solution to the problem. You don't want nobody dwelling on it. Well, I told you not to do this. Oh, please, shut up. That's how you feel. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Your personality is something else. You can flip the script so quick, but you are determined to prove people wrong. Like I say, even with my brother, he would say, what would he say? He would say, if he messed up on something, oh man. Now he could talk to me, he would say to me, but he don't want the rest of the family knowing. So he was like, call me by my name, and he like, listen, you got any ideas of how we could clear this up or do this, or what more can I do to make this right? What could I do? What should I do? And we'll be talking about stuff, and then he'll come up with his own answers. He'll listen to people, but then he'll say, you know what, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it this way. He said, I remember he was, I remember back in the day, and he was wearing this Rolex watch and Rolex chain and everything. And he had on these diamond earrings. And I'm like, what are you doing? You are doing too much. He was like, you think so? He said, what would you wear? And he was showing me the outfit and the jewelry and everything. And I said, well, you know what? I would wear that one. He said, thank you, because I'm going to go with the opposite. You always come in a little too conservative for me. Wow. That's all I could say was, wow. He waited for my opinion so he could do the opposite. You see how people be draining people? Draining people? Ugh. He's always, my mother used to say, who does not listen, they end up feeling. And if you receive advice that's going to help you and you still want to go the other direction, you will feel the consequences if things don't pan out. So you got to be determined and stay, because there's some families be waiting for you to mess up so they can let you know. I ain't going to say I told you so, but And Aries hates that. My mother used to do that all the time. So you better dot your I's and cross your T's, because as soon as she can sniff out that you didn't listen to what she said, it's like no ill intent. It's just she wants to be right. That's how one of my brothers, well, two of my brothers are. They just want to be right. They want to prove you wrong so bad for not listening to them, because if they give you advice, that's the route you should take without even doubting anything. So if you make it and you didn't listen to them, they make faces. And if you fail and you didn't listen to them, you'll hear the little grunts or the little, no, be quiet. So admitting when you make a mistake, Aries, it's okay, because you're going to keep going anyway. You just don't want to hear the voices of I told you so. But you're going to hear it. You're going to hear it. Because the people in your circle want you to know that they are valued. And if they give you advice on something, most of the time they get upset when you don't follow it, and then something happens that didn't work out. They don't have to say anything. You already know what they're thinking. That's all you hear. All right, return. Someone from your past may return. Ooh. Ooh. And then, ooh. And you're going to try. You know what? You don't even have to try, because you remember anybody that's been in and out of your life. You remember why they're not there. Some people forget. I don't even know why I was mad. Not you. Not you, Aries. You're going to remember. You remember this person from your past. And because of the fact that you're working on career mode right now, that's the mode you're in, is career mode, and you're working on building that up, you tend not to completely entangle yourself with anyone. You are fly by night in the fact that you'll test the waters here, you'll test the waters there. You didn't commit to nobody. You just say you need time to get to know people better. Meanwhile, there's other relationships that are floating around and you haven't committed to anybody. Or one might have more pluses than another. But full commitment, meaning I'm not cheating on nobody, I'm not going to be with anybody else, it's like, nah, that's not you right now. Maybe some of you, depending on age, may choose to get married and, settle down. But your eyes still wander a little. You know that. You've been told that before. Don't act surprised now. Don't act surprised. And people need to be sure when they commit to a relationship with you that it's both sides, that you are exclusive on this side and on that side. Because Aries, if the question isn't asked, the information isn't volunteered, and that gives you the freedom to do what you want. Okay? Let's not. You do what you want. I have, oh, I'm telling you, it's so much stuff. You just gotta focus. A lot of times, if I could look at everybody and see through my lens, their lens, there are a lot of people that get thrown off course and take a different route, but don't map it out the way they did the first one. And they take a little hiccup as a complete dismissive attitude not to go down this path. Sometimes it needs to be tweaked a little. Think of when the light bulb was made. Think of the airplane. Think of peanut butter. Think of the car, the parts. Think of everything that somebody or a team of people had to come to a consensus that this will elevate us. This will propel our project. You think that it just happened, somebody thought of it and we did it and it was done. There's a lot of footwork involved. There's a lot of thinking involved. There's a lot of tryouts involved. There's a lot of failings involved. When you look at your life as a whole on the path and you recognize the fact that it's not that easy to get to where you want to be. So you got to go through some weeds. You got to admit when you make a mistake and you're wrong. That helps you with growth. And you're not ashamed to say it. Oh, this didn't pan out exactly as I planned, but time to go to plan B. That's it. You don't have to put yourself down. You don't have to feel less than. You don't have to have people just laughing. No, you block that noise out. You already admitted, so you're forgiving yourself and you're moving forward. Sometimes people wake up and they recognize it like, dang, I miss so-and-so. I miss this person. I miss that person. And they realize that all the duds they've passed through, there's somebody that's real for them and they already connected with that person. But it's because you have not fully connected and you may be that person's person. But until you are willing to commit your heart and self 100% exclusively, you're not going to embark on that path as of yet, unless somebody's willing to accept what you do and how you do it. That's up to the individual. Thinking, that's what I said. You're thinking, hello, you are thinking about everything, about what you want, what you don't want, who you want. You're thinking about this person that's planning on returning. They have a little bit more power where you're concerned because you like them. You may be on someone's mind. You are on someone's mind. That's why this person is coming back in your direction, because they recognize that even with your slight imperfections, you bring out the best in them. You make them feel good. You make them love again. They just wish you were more committed and more balanced in the sense of setting up your life where they can be a part of it. And that's completely up to you, because I can assure you, almost dang near guarantee you, the mode that you're in, you're working to build something. But remember in the movie Mahogany, for those who are a little bit more mature, Billy D. Williams said to Diana Ross, success is nothing if you don't have someone to share it with. And Aries, I understand all your investment into what it is you're seeking, the work that you're putting out there. But too much of anything is not good. Everything done in, moderation. Take time out for yourself, for self-care, for love. And test the waters with this person because you're thinking about them. So if they can even balance on your mind or be part of what you're thinking about, they have a slight more power in the sense of bringing you to attention. Pay attention. Figure out what it is you want and whom you want. Don't just keep blowing things off. Oh, I'll check it tomorrow. I'll do this tomorrow. You know what my mama used to say? Since I've been doing tarot, it's like I really realized the lessons that I picked up along the way from parents and everything. And at the time, you may not even realize it. And they embed that in you because they repeat it so often that it's right there at the tip of your tongue. It's right there. And you know perseverance seldom fails. That's my dad. You know, why put off what you could do today for tomorrow? Tomorrow's not promised to anyone. That's my mom. You know, you have to stick to it. And when you have the support of family and they throw things at you, good and bad, constructive criticism, everything, you're able to kind of start figuring things out and looking for different signs, listening to your intuition, because you don't want them to think you even fell short or failed. That's your ego. But it's also a lesson that you picked up along the way. Open your heart to love, but like you always do, proceed with caution. Sometimes you just like a challenge, somebody that seems hard knocks, like they're not going to fall in line like all the others, and you love the challenge. But you separate yourself from the relationship unless somebody is just really piercing through your heart. You usually just piercing through theirs. Think about everything, okay? Seriously, think about everything. You may be on someone's mind. Somebody's thinking about you and coming in your direction. Understanding. Happy couples understand each other. And if you don't open your heart and your mind to even hear someone else's side of something, you will never know. You will never know. I remember one of my friends got so upset because she had seen her husband hugging another woman and they kissed on the cheek and everything. And she cussed him out, cussed the woman out, and went off. And she was like, "Is this how your wife always acts?" He said she's jealous and she thinks she caught us doing something. So tell her the truth. I'm Auntie so-and-so's daughter. I'm your cousin. But when you act on emotion and you don't even want to hear the other side, you make a fool of yourself. I don't care if your man cheated 10 other times. You still got to listen to the story before you assume that you know what took place. Don't embarrass yourself like that. Because if you're carrying on like that, he's already embarrassed. Whoever he's talking to is already embarrassed. And then his mother showed up to drop off some stuff. And she heard her complaining. And she was like, knocking the door, ringing the doorbell. And she said, "What's going on? I can hear you all the way outside." And his wife is like, "Your son cheated on me, blah, 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 blah." She said, "With who? With who?" And she's telling him, "I know you did not do this. You went before your source and and the mother was going off on him. He said, "You know something?" And he brought her all the way inside. He said, "Mommy, who's this?" And she called her name. She said, "What is she to me?" She said, "Your cousin." "Oh, okay. Where did she just come back from?" "A tour overseas." "Okay. Okay." I just wanted to make sure there was clarity because she just accused me of cheating on her with my own cousin. And I'm just hugging her because she just got back into town. And rather than wait for me to respond, she wouldn't hear me. She thought she knew everything. He said, "I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. We need to have better communication, better understanding." And I think that everybody deserves to be heard. And it's not good to assume because it's embarrassing as heck. And she had to apologize. Her husband went to stay with his mother for a while. He said, "I just can't deal with this right now." Sometimes you could be your own worst enemy. Make sure that in your relationship there's communication. Don't have people assuming anything. And the assumption came about because you're not always honest with relationships because you want to keep everybody happy. So you like the little sneakiness at times and the deception at times because therefore you could say whatever to appease that person and not really have to deal with consequences because the way you put it made them realize that you weren't cheating or you weren't stepping out in a different direction. You're actually working on the project you said you're working on. Communication is key. Understanding is key. Happy couples understand each other. And even, I'll tell you one thing about Aries. They're not going to embarrass you in public in the sense that they would reveal everything because they don't like to be embarrassed. So they might tell you, let's go here and talk, or, you know, you don't get me, you don't understand me, you're making assumptions, don't do that. This relationship is intense because all the relationships you have and the people that are going after you, you don't have that strong connection. You may like this one or this one is handsome or pretty, but this one here, this relationship here, it weakens you somewhat. It makes you want to be better and do better and be honest because you already got busted from this person before and they told you don't waste their time. Open your heart and listen to your intuition and figure out and be honest if this is the person you want to be with. But there is love there. You're not totally against anything with this person. You just want them to be patient with you. Okay? It's okay to love. It's okay to learn. It's okay to grow. Open the door and receive. Garnetqueentarot, where we are inspired to rise. We have been in our angelic realm, just focusing on our purpose and love and which direction we're headed in. And what I can say, when you admit that you're wrong, it goes a long way. Admitting is a big deal for you. And for you to admit when you're wrong about something, it means that you got feelings. Be honest with this person because there's a good connection here. But you have to ask your question if you're ready for a long-term relationship that inspires growth in you and change. Are you ready for it? Seriously. Or do you just think you are? Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for stopping by the channel. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you for spreading your wings as the angels you were meant to be. And accept the fact that life has ups and downs. Some good, some questionable. But we all have to live through it. So you don't give up. You don't give up. You live and you learn. You explore. And know that there's consequences. If you want people to treat you a certain way, be sure you do the same. Be sure you do the same. Ooh! Oh my goodness. You know something? Do you know something, Aries? What did I just tell you? Value your relationship. I said if you want to be in this relationship, you have to commit yourself to it and be exclusive. Value the relationship. If you just want to fling and you're not serious about nothing, tell that person that. But you know something, you're fooling yourself if you don't believe that there's some kind of connection here. You like the person and they call you on your shiggity. That's what you like about them because you can't get away with any and everything. And you know they're very sophisticated in how they move, as well as you exemplify sophistication. So it's like a level up. The way you want to be treated, this person wants to be treated too. And you can't pull the wool over the eyes of this person, male or female, because they know you. They know what you say when you're going to do it. You might be a person that says, I'm going to call you back, and you don't. So they call you back. Did we not just discuss communication? Yeah, we did. Do you need me to interpret what I view communication to be? Nah, I'm good. You right, my bad. I was wrong. I'm sorry, I forgot. They call you out on your shiggity. They put you on the spot. They let you know, I am not the one. You think you're not the one? I'm not the one. I am not the one. If you have intentions on wanting to be with me, you better act fast. It needs to be immediate action because right now I feel neglected. I don't mind you working and stuff like that, but if I'm not even on task as far as your assignments to complete, what does that say about our relationship? Aries, they make you think outside the box. They make you feel like growth is transpiring because they call you on your shiggity, and that's a turn on for you. That's a turn on for you. You like that. This person wants respect because they're given respect. And if they don't get that respect and feel neglected and lost and not with you, they will cut ties. So make sure you know what you're seeking. Make sure you know what you want. Act accordingly. Garnetqueentarot, where we're inspired to rise. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for visiting the channel. You matter. We work together to build and reveal. Don't fall short. Get back up. Don't give up. Keep on track. You got to keep on going, baby. You got to keep on going. Ooh, come on now. Make it real. Make it happen. I love this. Aries, you met your match. You are being called on your shiggity. Ooh, stop thinking that you can play a player. This person, male or female, is able to read through you and knows if you're being honest, because I don't know what you do, but it's something that you do that lets them know. You remember Why Did I Get Married? And yeah, I think it was the first one. And Angela was there and she was like, Marcus was complaining about an STD and he had to get shots from Tyler Perry because he's a doctor and he had to get shots from him. And Angela said, what you need shots for? He said, I got an STD from Keisha or something like that. She said, you didn't get that from Keisha. You got that from, let's say, Stan. He said, I'm not gay. I Stan or whatever. And he said, no, I didn't sleep with him or something like that. She said, no, I did. Ooh, wee. And he tried to choke her. This is how this person is with you. They put a little fear in you to do things right where they're concerned. So it's so funny. Let's say it's a guy and there's a bunch of girls he's dating, and she's one of them. This is the one that's actually holding the heart. The other ones are holding something else. You know, they are not really all of that for him. They're attractive, they're appealing, but you love the body, but you want the mind as well. So when you get somebody that has both, you feel like you hit the lotto. These other ones, a lot of them are not into anything but what they could get. This one is about her business, and she is not in for the games. If you're not serious, she's like, leave me alone. She will walk away. The other ones will still be there. But the one that provides consequences for you is the one you're into, because she's about her paper, about moving forward, about growing. And that's what you like, Aries. Good for you. Garnetqueentarot, be inspired to rise. Be your best self. And accept the fact of what you like and what you don't like. And be honest with people. I know, yeah, okay. You know, let people know that even if you don't want to say, I don't want to be in a relationship with you, say, I'm not ready for a fully committed relationship right now because I can't commit myself. Be upfront, be honest, and say it. But Aries, you know how you are. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not trying to get all up in your business. I just know that you're not always sincere with certain relationships. But this one is different. This one requires respect. And no matter how many you hang out with, cheat with, do, this one is the one that'll put you on the spot and actually hurt your feelings because you do care about them. Admit it. Admit it. You like the fact that you are challenged through this relationship. Anyway, Garnet Queen Tarot. Be inspired to rise. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. Till we meet again, peace and signing off. Take care.